Everybody, it's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Zanetti. And they've switched it over to the other side. Looking for options for movement. Not the most convincing of passes. Forlan. Oh, Red, nice interception.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Threads one in. Pings it across. Zanetti can get it clear. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieri. Shot a goal!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's having a go! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Nedved. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Vieri. Now this could be a chance. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ambitious ball here. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Torino yet to have an attempt on goal. And this is Vieri. That has not gone well. Bullet dominates aerially so often. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Torino do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Schneider. Quality ball.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Vieri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Serginho. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! And he's heaved it away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, well measured. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Del Piero. To Schneider. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pirlo stood his ground strongly. And the ball's come loose here. Serginho. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This for the lead. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Torino with the corner, they're first. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Schneider. But it's Thuram. Thuram. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pirlo with the slide tackle there. Bergomi. It's Pirlo. And that has put paid to that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thinks about the shot. Deftly away. Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Hullet. And the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Torino grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Goal! Torino! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Torino get themselves into the lead. Shoots! Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to...
Shot, surely! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Sostituzione per il Torino. Numero 8.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved pinches it off him. Corner number 2 then. That's an excellent interception. And that was very necessary. What a throw in. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. Gets his head on it! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside.
Torino really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rafael Leao running with the ball, and it's Serginho. Serginho's cross. Out of play for a goal kick. Cross to the back post. Thuram clears it away. Now it's Vieri. He shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Zanetti tries making a foray down the right. And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Schneider. Serginho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well timed, excellent interception. Five minutes to add. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nesta. Tries to pass it through. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Sostituzione per il Torino. Numero 13. Lascia il campo per il numero 6.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Torino conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a key interception. Zanetti. And it's Nedved. Now it's Rafael Leao. Schneider.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Forlan. That's a shade optimistic. Baresi gets it clear. Ribéry. Thuram. And it's Ribéry. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That is good alertness. And this is Ibrahimovic. Serginho. Rafael is having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Schneider, played into space. Forlan in acres of space out wide. That's going to go a long way. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end?
Rijkaard. And it's Nedved.
And this is Forlan.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Batistuta. He's looking wide, played back in. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Rafael Leao. Played out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Deep cross. He won't be happy with that one. Can he finish? He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He did